Yo, what's good YouTube? VISHBEGAMIN here. Today I wanted to show you guys my final center build of the week in Dwight Howard. You know, 3-time consecutive DPOY. Carried a mediocre, Orlando Magic team to the NBA Finals back in 09. You know, pretty underrated feat there. Was certainly like a top 5 player during the 2000s. You could really make a case, at least in he had seasons where he was a top 5 MVP candidate, that's no doubt. But I'm going to show you guys how to make a fill up certain gaps that can either give you more versatility with this Dwight Howard build in the finishing department, and also just give yourself better physical and defense. So if that sounds interesting, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is name him Dwight Howard. Make him right-handed. Jersey number 12. Gonna put him in the center spot. 6'11", 264 pounds. If you go 6'2", 265 exactly, it would put it at 69 speed. If you're not going to go for the 70 speed eventually, you can feel free to go 265. And then the wingspan, it is exactly 7'5". So what we're going to do is make the close shot really high. You could just settle with 92 if you wanted to, and just go with a Paint Prodigy as a 6'11" center. You're not like extremely tall like the tall 7-footers, but at the same time you're not short either, like a 6'9", 6'10" center. But I went with 94, so that way you could eventually have Paint Prodigy on Hall of Fame, or even Legend for 99 close shot. But you know, you could settle for anything with 92 to the 96 range. Driving layup, I'm going up to 85. That way you can get silver layup mixmaster, add +5 to it, you can get gold physical finisher. Driving dunk was originally 87. I'm going to 85. You could just add cap breakers later on to the build, so that way you can eventually get silver posterizer and even more cap breakers down the road, so you can get pro contacts off 1 for the 89. Standing dunk, the sweet spot of 90s to get gold rise up and elite contact standing dunks. Post control, I went with 87 because we're going to get a lot more strength this time. So having post up poet on gold would be really important. If you want to tweak it some other way, like lower the close shot and up the post control, go ahead. Free throw, we get a little bit of free throw just so that you're not completely bricking them. Pass accuracy, I put one little stat on pass accuracy, and I'll explain better why I did that. Because when you go to the cap breaker grid, if you put 5 cap breakers, you can make pass accuracy go from 26 all the way up to 55. And 55 is going to give you bronze dimer. And if you think my 40-30 pass accuracy is just too low as a basis, put the cap breakers there eventually, and 55 is serviceable. 55 to 65, you can make that work. I just know how to pass really good, so I can make the low pass act builds work. But that's why I put that one little number there, because if it was 25, it would have all added up to 54 pass stack, and I'm like, that's just so close to bronze dimer, so why not find a way to make it happen at least. Interior was originally 82. We're going to make it 88 so you can get the gold post lockdown and eventually Hall of Fame post lockdown if you put +5 cap breakers there. The block was originally 93. We've lowered it to 88, so that way that could be a spot to go +5 to get 93 block eventually. That way it could have been spread out towards the interior, because I just feel like interior is just about as important as block. So I wanted those both to be balanced. Offensive rebound, will still keep it exactly how it was with the 94, so you can eventually go from 96 to 99. And see how the defensive rebounds were originally 83. We'll just notch it up to 80 just to say that we're at 80 because we were so close. The speed was originally 70. We're just going to settle with 64. I did that so that way I could tweak up that little pass sack and speed with ball. I did speed with ball 34. So that way all your cap breakers with 2 cap breakers can add up to 55 speed with ball, which will give you some decent dribble styles as a big. I know Dwight Howard wasn't a dribbler, but like you need to have some kind of like way of just getting around whenever you catch the ball and you're trying to drive to the paint. kind of like Giannis type style. Strength, we got a lot more strength on this one. So 94 strength and then plus 5 will eventually give you 99 strength, and 99 strength is just really OP as a big man. And then vertical, we have 83. So that way when you eventually get 93 block, you can match that with the vert, and it's going to be really hard for bigs to like lay up or dunk over you. But yeah, this is the build right here. A lot more like of a versatile build as well. All you need is just a few cap breakers just to drastically move up the pass act, speed with ball. And you could just use the rest of the stats as it is, or you could just use your build specialization on like defense to make the interior, get a head start on the interior and the block, and use a max +2 on like something like I don't know, off ball pest or high flying denier, whatever gives you an option that's like a max +2 on posterizer. Like if it is a tier 2, you could just roll with that. And then there you have it right here. You get shades of like great centers anywhere from Greg Oden to Dwight Howard himself right there. And ironically, Shaquille O'Neal. I say ironically because he would always make fun of Dwight Howard during his Magic days. But yeah, there you have it. Put back power finisher. If you like the video, drop a like. I post build videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I also go live on Twitch Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do streams anywhere from 4 to 8, 12 hours. Every now and then I'll do a really long stream of 16, 18, 24 hours, but I prefer to just stay around the 8 to 12 hour window. And until then, I'll catch y'all in the next build video. Peace.